Good day and welcome to your reading for Wednesday, January 28th. So I put out a poll actually on my community post. If you're interested in letting me know when is the best time for you to receive your daily reading. I have been posting them at midnight, but then I realized that YouTube has an algorithm and it goes by how many people watch it. So putting it out at that time in the morning isn't the best time. So I couldn't put a poll out there to see is like 10 o'clock in the evening or 5 a.m. I'm in the Eastern Standard Time. So if you could put your preference as to what you would prefer, that would be great. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share or comment on my videos. Okay, so today we're going to use the mermaids and dolphins. These are oracle cards, and we'll see what the overall energy is for Wednesday, January 28th. Spirit guides and ancestors, give us a message for the overall energy of January 28th. Okay, so we have a few messages. The first one that came out, though, was wait. So don't rush into anything. It says bide your time and wait for a better, bide your time for better results. So don't rush into action right now. Just kind of bide your time and see how things turn out for you. And then I have here Father healing. So your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. So maybe some issues from the past has been coming up for you, or maybe you're just maybe your father has already passed on to the other side and you're really feeling like you're missing him. But just know that what I see here is that you have been doing some healing around this relationship with your father, and waiting. When I see this right beside the father healing, when I see wait and I see this woman here, this mermaid sitting on a couch like that, and she's just, pleasantly waiting. That to me gives me like the divine feminine energy, and divine feminine energy is to receive. So being okay to receive, instead of always pushing to get into the masculine. And we have both masculine and feminine energies within us. And the masculine part of us is the doing, the action-oriented characteristics of ourselves, where the women are, where being in the divine feminine is that receiving energy. So I'm kind of getting a divine feminine and divine masculine with these two cards. And then the next card that came up was the card that says, yes, your intuition is correct and take action accordingly. So I'm even going to take this yes card as my intuition being correct when I look at these cards as being the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So I am going to read these intuitively, just because I feel like there is a real balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine within yourself. And because you have been able to balance this yin and yang energy, the divine masculine feminine energy, your intuition is improving quite a bit by this card here coming up. So maybe you're able to pick up on people's energy, being able to read the room, or maybe even just having a gut feeling about a situation, and feeling quite sure about how this gut feeling is. But you use it for the highest good, and as long as you're using this intuition for the highest good of all, it is absolutely a gift for you. So I'm going to get some cards around this overall energy. And Spirit, we are asking for any messages for the collective for Wednesday, January 28th. And if we can get some messages and clarification as to what these oracle cards are saying. Okay, so we'll go with these cards here. Okay, so wow, we've got the Ten of Swords coming up, so the end of a cycle. So something that you may have been dealing with for quite some time has absolutely come to an end. All of these swords in the back of this person means that it is dead, done, and over with. So this cycle is absolutely over. And right beside it was the Nine of Swords. And so what I'm getting from the Nine of Swords coming out after this Ten of Swords is that I feel that there's still some worry about this cycle that has just closed behind you. And that you don't have to, that this is something that's passing, this worry, sleepless nights, this kind of thing being confirmed with that Ten of Swords. So maybe if there's been a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, not really sure which way to go with this, it does actually fall underneath the Weight card as well. So just know that, you know, there could be a little bit of a transition time is what I'm seeing here, and just to know that this cycle is over. You can rest assured that you're just in a waiting period right now, that we can let go of this this mindset that is very relevant. Well, and then the next two cards I have here is the Strength card. So I know that you are going to be able to overcome whatever hardships you have just been through. It comes underneath this Father healing, where it says your personal power increases as you give away those father-related issues. So, you know, maybe this cycle that's ended, that's caused you a lot of pain or a lot of mental anguish, just know that you have the strength and ability to be able to move beyond it. And if your father is in the spirit world or has moved on, maybe there's a father there on the other side that is able to help you through this transitional period. Because right beside that, we have the Sun, which is the most glorious card of the whole entire deck, where we see success, we see freedom, we see lots of abundance around this small child here. And so you are absolutely moving into a more positive situation. This is what I see at the center of the reading. And then beyond this, we have the Page of Wands and the Justice card, as well as the Tower here. So I see all three of these cards kind of fell together. So this Page of Wands is talking about a new, when I see the wands, it's about inspiration. And with the page, you know, we see a lot of creativity, enthusiasm, you know, when we see that wand there, because the wand represents the spirit. And to me, the spirit is what drives us in life. It is what leads us through life. So what I see is there's lots of enthusiasm, but the next card coming up is Justice. So this Justice card says that things are finally coming into balance for you, that things that maybe were not going well for you, it's now time where the scales are balancing out. So if you were feeling a lot of distress about what it was that you were working on, this situation that has come to pass, I see a lot of inspiration and balancing of the scales. And beside that is the Tower. So the Tower is an abrupt change. And so it does not mean, of course, that it's a negative change. To me, when I see the Justice and the Page of Wands and the Tower is like that you almost feel as though it's a surprise for you. It is very surprising for you because you're still trying to catch up with that cycle that's already passed, that one that's dead, done, and over with the Ten of Swords. So just know that this is a change for the better. This is something that is going to spark your enthusiasm, your creativity, and it's going to balance out the scales. And knowing that you are going to get your just rewards for all of the work that you have gone through in order to heighten your intuition. And then I have the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. And what else do I have here? The Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups bringing in all of, rounding out a cycle. I shouldn't say rounding out a cycle because it's not the 10. It is the 9 where you're able to really enjoy the fruits of your labor. That you have everything to be an independent, person to be able to look after everything that you need to. It's a card of abundance, of emotional fulfillment. And the other two cards that came out together were the Six of Swords, where we're moving away from harder times. We're moving away from rough water into calm waters. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. So you are having a new opportunity to establish financial security here. And I do feel that as you're moving away from this previous cycle here in the past, moving on to a much calmer shore. But those really are not the cards I want to focus on, because really, like I said, at the center of this whole reading is the Strength card as well as the Sun card. So huge success, abundance around you, and the scales balancing out, these two cards coming right directly underneath the card of the Strength and the Sun. And the healing process that you have gone through, just know that your father, if they have moved on, or a father figure on the other side, are helping you to move through any heartache or cycles that have been really hard for you in the past here. You see this person in the boat and how they look as they're destined for calmer shores, into calmer waters. It's a really nice card to end on, and know that at the center of it all, that you do have this Justice, this Nine of Cups, the Star card, and these opportunities with the Page of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Now let's get another few cards out here. Let's go with our animal spirit guides. Let's see what messages or any advice that we can give the collective for Wednesday, January 28th. Spirit, if there's any messages of advice for the collective, you could please get a couple of cards for the collective. And the first card coming out is the Walrus. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to the signs and the omens and let them dictate your choices. So I feel like it does coincide with this whole idea of waiting to allow for this situation to transition. And as you're waiting, to pay attention to what those signs are. Like, for example, if you happened upon this reading today and you are feeling like it does resonate with you, I would say that this would be a sign or an omen for you to kind of help you, guide you along with your choices. Now, that's really interesting. I'm going to get a couple of tarot and see if I can find out what types of choices to dictate your choices. So we have two cards that come out, the Devil and the Nine of Hearts. So the Devil could be, any kind of addictions in your life. We could be seeing here in terms of the Devil energy, any toxicity, but also the Nine of Hearts has come out, where that is the emotional fulfillment, that independence, which is also which is about, let me just see here, the Nine of Hearts, which is the Nine of Cups. So it is a lot of emotional fulfillment here. So maybe just taking your time to see what's right for you. That first card that came up, wait. Wait and allow for your intuition to really guide you through maybe making decisions around people, places, things that no longer serve you with that Devil card. So this is your message for today, but I do want to get my angel card. One more, just the angel card, Spirit. Overall message or guidance for the collective from the angels. And we have one here. Creative potential. You are by nature infinitely creative. Life is a sea of creative potential just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all of your heart's desires. Creative potential. So I think this creative potential has something to do with your intuition, because as I was looking here, it seemed as though this intuition card came right down over top of the Tower card, the Sun card, the Page of Pentacles, and moving on into calmer waters. So I'm hoping that gives you some advice as to this Yes card, this intuition coming in, is that you will be very successful with it. It will also allow for you to have a new opportunity that will create financial abundance for you. And you can move away from those rougher waters into calmer shores. What a great message. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you all listening, and we will see you next time.